Mr. Morgan?
Do I know you?
I know you. How was Puerto Rico?
Thanks. Hey, this is Claire Walsh. She's the federal prosecutor assigned to Sonny's trial.
Miss McCall was kind enough to let me in, and she didn't disclose any details about your trip. In fact, she didn't have to because the federal government pays close attention to your whereabouts.
What do you want?
This is really good coffee, by the way. You know, I expect nothing less from a premier coffee importer. You know what? I'm really glad that you're here because this is going to save me a lot of time. I'm not going to have to get a judge to issue a warrant for your arrest.
I have nothing to say without my attorney.
Would that be Diane Miller or Alexis Davis? You know, I'm not surprised you're well-versed in legal process. I mean, you've been through it often enough.
You said you were going to get a warrant for Jason's arrest. On what charge?
Failure to appear.
Failure to appear where?
In federal court. I'm calling you to testify at Sonny's trial.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you want to give me the 50-cent tour?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find you a desk.
You just back from that call?
Yeah, a guy took a shot at me and got away.
Why aren't you out looking for him?
I already know where I'm gonna find him. Pretty sure it was John Zakara. The call was for a break-in at one of Sonny's buildings down on Bristol Street.
That's where Bernie's offices are. That's like the nerve center of the organization. You hit that, you paralyze everything.
And he tried to get in through the alley. I had him cornered on the roof next door.
And how do you know it was Johnny?
Well, actually, it was a certain ex-president.
Bush or Clinton?
Dumped this in the alley a couple blocks away. How did you know?
Well, Max goes as Clinton, Milo goes as Bush.
The guy didn't have the build of a G and Betty brother.
So whoever it was had enough info to know where to hit and about these masks.
And Johnny's committed to bringing Sonny down.
Well, I can sympathize. I mean, Johnny's got a free hand. He's not bound by the law. And Sonny's out there. I mean, he's not playing by the same rules we are. I mean, maybe it's good having Johnny out there. Levels the playing field a bit.
You know, Sonny's not going down without a fight. There's bound to be collateral damage. And Johnny hasn't done any serious harm yet, but...
Hasn't done anything. He shot at a cop.
He missed on purpose. And not that long ago, I stuck a gun in Johnny's ear, and he gave me a free pass. So I guess I owe him the same.
You know, I can see Diane Miller and Alexis Davis just climbing all over each other and just saying, Mr. Morgan's not the one on trial here. And that's exactly my point. If you're not the defendant, you don't get to lawyer up. And hostile or not, you're going to make the perfect witness.
How's that?
Well, you're a man of few words. I can count on yes or no answers. All I have to do is ask the right questions. You were present when Sonny threatened Claudio Corinthos. Were you there when that threat was carried out?
You can leave now.
You know what? You were on trial for murder. Twice. I mean, I pulled the transcripts. It's really, really very interesting. 2 different attorneys declined to put you up on the stand to testify at your own defense. Well, that's a luxury that's not going to happen this time. This time, the jury's going to hear from you, Mr. Morgan. And any attempt you make to protect Sonny is only going to make him look worse.
Sonny's not hard to like, but my history with him, what I'd even call a friendship, I make a point of setting that aside when I go to work.
It's like my mom always says, love the sinner, hate the sin.
Yeah, your mother's a wise woman. But it's not always as easy as it sounds, is it? I mean, if I had to take down my dad, if I had to go after him the way we're going after Sonny, I don't think I could do it.
Well, I can't say I blame you. What I know of Luke Spencer, I like, especially the part about him being Lulu's father. Sonny, father or no father, he's just got to be stopped.
I agree.
What the hell are you doing here?
Believe me, it's not my choice. The feds are putting together a task force. You two have volunteered.
What's the target?
Well, the three of us are going to be working together, trying to shut down the mob in Port Charles.
So we're gonna be working together.
Well, let's just say that if I was picking team's playground style, I would have chosen the cop equivalent to Vito Faraci before.
Oh, that's nice. The kid with the Coke bottle glasses and the allergies? Thanks.
Yeah. Well, look, you know, I told the feds that you've been compromised, but, you know, since you were in Sonny's inner circle of trust, they felt that the intel was too good to pass up. Personally, I think your loyalty's in question.
Oh, come on. What are you, the poster boy for integrity? Did you manage to tell the feds about you covering up for a murderer?
Franco's gone. Okay, we're not going to see him again. But Corinthos is right here, which brings me to my point. How can you let a mobster go for shooting a cop?
That wound was self-inflicted.
Yeah, the worst ones usually are.
And Sonny's on trial for killing his wife, Claudia.
And if he walks? If he walks, you know, the next person Sonny kills, you might as well just pull the trigger yourself.
But look, are you trying to guilt me into tampering with evidence? Violating rights? You can forget it, okay? Our job is to uphold the line. If we don't do that, we're no better than the people we're going after. We take Sonny down by the book.
Are you kidding me? Was anything taken? Bernie, let me call you right back.
Hey. Sure you've heard by now about the attempted break-in at your building on Brooklyn Street?
Just got off the phone with Bernie. Were you the guy who chased him off?
Yeah, got shot at in the process.
Did you get an ID?
Bill Clinton. Max's Halloween costume of choice. It's a little early to be trick-or-treating, isn't it?
No, we know it wasn't Max.
Yeah, we both know who it was.
Appreciate the heads up.
Now, I'm not here to fill you in, Jason. I know that Johnny is pushing you. But if you move too fast, all hell is gonna break loose. And I'm here to let you know that it's my job to go after Johnny, not yours.
So Johnny took a shot at you.
No, those were warning shots. He just wanted me to duck and cover so he could get away. I want you to consider this my warning shot. You need to leave Johnny to me.
He's out of control, Lucky.
Can you blame him after what happened to his sister?
Okay, you know what? I know that you and your dad are kind of on opposite sides of the law, but if somebody was trying to take Luke down, what would you do?
Well, with all the people he's pissed off, I'd probably say that he deserved it.
Right. But would you stand around and watch?
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I need more time, Jason. Let me handle Johnny.
Detective! I see you can't wait to get back to work.
Well, I'm not officially on the job yet. I just thought I'd come in, get my bearings, ease in a little.
Well, I don't think there's going to be a lot of time to get acclimated. I think things are going to get a little rough around here.
Well, that's okay. You know, I'm starting to get my strength back. Just this morning, I tied both my own shoes.
Wow. Both of them?
Yeah.
All right, well, last chance to leave. I don't think you're going to like what happens next.
You know, I think I'll stick around. I'm a glutton for punishment.
All right, well, don't say I didn't warn you.